Sefer Shemot, the book of Exodus, the description of our exile from the Mitzrayim, Egypt, the place of restraints, starts with the leadership of Moshe Rabbeinu, his birth. He's thrown into the Nile at 3 months old, and when the daughter of Pharaoh comes and hears these cries of this little boy as she's coming to the Nile to do her conversion, she has pity on the baby and takes him out. Tries to feed him milk, it doesn't go, until his sister offers the services of his mother. Maybe he needs the Jewish milk. And says Rashi, the mouth that ultimately will speak with the divine presence, will speak with God, it is not fitting that he eats this non-kosher milk. Hence Moshe Rabbeinu, our leader, refused from the earliest of ages to contaminate his mouth and his being with the constituents of non-kosher milk. The Shulchan Aruch writes, which is brought the halacha, that because by Moshe Rabbeinu he was not willing to eat the non-kosher milk, it is incumbent upon every Jewish child from day one, it is forbidden for him to eat non-kosher milk. This is halacha brought down and learnt out from Moshe Rabbeinu. The question arises, Moshe Rabbeinu, the leader of the Jewish people, he's going to eventually speak with God. How does that speak to every single Jewish person? What's that relating to us? Why does that forbid us to take milk at 1 day old from a non-Jewish lady? One could say, simply, every one of us could be that future leader. Who knows? Who's taking that guarantee? Who knows who's going to be the one that's going to exert effort and grow and climb and reach perfection? That's going to be the one that can lead the Jewish people. Alternatively, we could say very simply, like we find there's a law in prayer, that when praying to God, a person is not allowed to pass in front of the person praying. And the commentators explain, because the divine presence is in front of the person praying. That means that every Jewish person has the right and the privilege of that connection, of bringing the divine presence to him, the ability to speak with God. And that ability and privilege to speak with God is the given privilege which enables a Jewish person, which obligates a Jewish person only to drink milk from a Jewish lady. The non-kosher milk, whether it's because of the non-kosher genes, where it's coming from, or from the non-kosher constituents of the milk, means that it will create bad midot, bad characteristic traits. That mouth cannot be contaminated. The person cannot be contaminated, because he's going to be the one eventually that's going to have the privilege of the connection between him and God. That person has to make sure that, especially the parents when the child's young, that the person is kept in purity, that that connection will be kept in the best way possible, that he'll be able to reap the best benefit and the most enjoyable opportunities with that connection he's got with having with his God, with connecting with his neshama. Shabbat Shalom.